He'd seen Adrian at a church concert a couple of weeks ago, but he'd made sure not to approach her because he hadn't wanted to stir up any old feelings. The truth? He hadn't wanted to be unfaithful to his new wife after only 6 months of marriage. He'd decided that he was going to do the right thing this time, no matter what. And he would have if only Mariah had given him what he needed, if only she'd given him what he had to have in order to survive as a man. He'd stared at Adrian on and off at the concert for 2 full hours, but he'd pushed the thought of calling her completely out of his system. He'd tried to forget about how good she'd once made him feel, and how willing she was to do whatever he wanted, any time, anywhere. But 6 long months of nothing was long enough. As a matter of fact, it was too long, and it was time for him to do something about it. He wished there was another way, but right now he couldn't think of one. Curtis dialed Adrian's work number from memory, as if he'd just phoned her yesterday. There were some things a person simply didn't forget.
"This is Adrian Jackson speaking," she answered.
"Adrian, it's me." There was a pause. "Are you there?" Curtis asked.
"I'm here. Just a little surprised to hear your voice."
"I know, but to be honest, I haven't been able to get you off of my mind ever since I saw you."
"But you're married again, right?"
"Yes, but—"
"But nothing, Curtis. I mean, there is no but if you're married."
Okay. You're right, I am remarried, but I'm not happy. We've been together for 6 months, but I'm starting to realize it was a mistake." Adrian laughed at him. "What's funny?"
"You!"
"Why am I funny?"
"You're funny, Curtis, because after all this time, you still haven't changed one bit."
"You're right, because I certainly haven't changed when it comes to the way I feel about you."
"You know, I don't even want to hear it. And if that's what you call to talk about, then we should end this conversation right now."
"I'm just being honest. I know I made a lot of mistakes in the past and that I didn't do right by you, but I've been sorry for that ever since."
"Well, I'm sorry, too. I'm sorry that I ever met you and that I allowed you to make such a fool of me. Do you know how humiliating it was for me to have Thomas find out about that abortion, the condo that you and I were renting, and then have him tell the entire congregation everything he knew about you and me? I mean, everything, Curtis. He didn't leave out one thing."
I know. I was just as humiliated as you were, even more, if you want to know the truth."
"Well, you got what you deserved."